What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is just going to be the 4K sub special, as I'm going to call it. Pretty much just share my experiences so far with the expansion, in my own experience leveling from 110 to 120. I had a blast, and I thought there was a lot of cutscenes that they did really well to really draw in the player, and I had a ton of fun right from the very start, getting the Heart of Azeroth, going through. Walking through the city with Jaina Proudmoore for her to meet her mother, and you inevitably get tossed in jail. We're going to jail. The whole thing was pretty fun. Basically, I've been streaming lately too, just here on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm just doing whatever, doing war mode stuff, war campaign. I still got to finish up one of the zones at this point. I want to get all that done. I'm trying to progress towards Draenor. Wrong again. Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder. Got to get with the times here. This cutscene was absolutely amazing. I thought it was great. It's just, it was rather long. It does take up a decent portion of this video. I'm not sure why I chose to include the whole thing. I'm going to keep the volume rather low so while I talk over it. Moving on, so far I've really enjoyed the Azerite system and the overall, like, art design of the zones. I really thought the zones were pretty damn sweet, and I'm definitely hyped to make some more content this expansion for you guys as far as PvP goes. I'm also kind of interested to do PvE stuff. I don't think I'll necessarily make videos on it, but I'll definitely stream PvE content for sure. It's something I want to get more into. I've kind of updated my goals for this expansion. When I released that video before, I was really into the way I was doing things in Legion, where I was running multiple characters of multiple, like, I'd have multiple rogues, multiple mages, and stuff like that, and you just get caught in this vicious cycle of trying to gear your characters to play arena, and I never actually got to do a lot of other things in the game. Like, I did Mythic once in a while, but it was mostly just to do like the once a week for the quests or something like that. I'd really like to start incorporating more of the game into my enjoyment, as I think it's honestly, the game's great fun for me, especially since I feel like in the entirety of Legion I really didn't play the game. I mean, I did get all the reps to Exalted and stuff like that, but I mean, that's just like world quests, it's whatever. Wow, that's quite rude of her. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, so there'll be a lot more content out of me this expansion as well, since I'm not going to be worried about gearing so many characters. I'm going to be more focused on my main rogue and my main mage. And in addition to that, I'm going to eventually play one horde character, if any of you guys are wondering. I'm currently unsure of what class it is, but I think I really do want to do one of the allied races. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to unlock those from Alliance side. I might have to unlock those from a horde character. In which case, I will probably end up race changing the class I decide to pick and unlock all of that stuff on. I've thought about playing Warrior, Hunter, and Priest as the current class options, but I mean, that could change. There's tons of factors. I'm really not going to say that I'm going to play any certain class. Was kind of hyped for Cultier and Druids, as I think their forms are really, really creepy. So yeah, more or less, story there, you know, get kicked into jail, escape jail in this boat. This Flynn Fairwind, I thought he was a great character, and he's really funny. I'm glad that they added some humor into the story or whatever as you level as well. It's pretty sweet.
Alliance emissary.
Alliance emissary? Cyrus didn't mention that. I would have charged him double.
You're lucky he's paying you at all. Here we are.
Anyway, moving on. I thought the soundtrack of this expansion was absolutely phenomenal so far. I've been playing with the game music on the entire time while I've been streaming, as opposed to listening to my own music, which has not been bad. The harbor city here of Borealis, I think, is beautiful, and it's really nice to have a port city. It's set up pretty well, in my opinion, too, with all the profession trainers, transmog, all that kind of stuff, war campaign, all in one neat little spot, and it's so nice to be at Dalaran finally. Definitely got pretty tired of being in Dalaran. It'll be nice to have different cities depending on if you're Horde or Alliance again. Also, I really have been enjoying the concept of war mode and the supply drops, which I think I got my first supply drop here coming up. There's a pretty cool quest. I really like this horse quest. It was rather cool, and I found a Fjord Mustang. It would be like the WoW equivalent of what I drive in real life. So cool. Anyway, so moving on. The supply drop, I was like, whoa, what the hell is that? I didn't even know these were a thing. I'm like, well, that's cool. I gotta go see what that is. So I open it up. You know, you spend 10 seconds opening it. I'm not sure if it's just I can see it or if everyone can see it. I'm assuming everybody can see it, and that's like something people would fight over. And then after you get it open, you get to open it again. And, you know, I got a Battle Master trinket, which I thought was pretty cool. It's nice to see those in the game again. I just hope that they give enough health to actually matter. Alright, probably but most of you guys have been waiting for the upcoming content. I'm going to be doing a lot more dual commentaries this expansion. I know a lot of you guys are really enjoying those. I'm also going to be going into in-depth on the offensive and defensive cooldowns of other classes so you guys know how to handle certain classes. That video is going to take a little bit of time because I'm going to have to find half-decent people of each class to duel and just like hang out with for a little bit. Mage and Rogue arena games, I'm going to be doing a lot more of that too. A lot of my 2s content, I want to play a lot of Mage Rogue 2s and cover that, help you guys learn that. That is my favorite comp. Unfortunately, most of my friends are not really playing Mage and Priest at the moment, or Rogue even. So I will be playing a lot of other comps like Dancing with the Stars and Ret Rogue Priest. Dancing with the Stars, by the way, is with a Moonkin. However, on the flip side of that, that's where my Mage comes in. So if I play Mage, then it'll help you guys be able to see the opposite side of Mage Rogue, and you'll fully understand what the Mage is supposed to be doing as well as the Rogue. That's kind of my goal with my Mage content, because honestly, Zaryu does an amazing job with Mage content. However, if I start doing something differently than him and I have success with that, I would make a guide on something like that. But other than that, that's kind of how I feel on the Mage topic. But that is also kind of what I have planned for my Mage content, at least. That's how I'll weave it into the channel, so you guys will see some Mage gameplay as well. Also, in addition to that, you guys will see some Priest Rogue commentary as well, kind of covering stuff in the same format as the Mage Rogue stuff. Also, in addition to that, I will be doing an updated macros guide to help you guys with that, just kind of showing you what kind of macros I use. More of a preference video almost, but it could help some of you new players out. And an opener video, I will be doing one of those closer to the season. It hasn't really changed much over the years, but it could still be helpful to a lot of you new players. There is several different ways you can open, and it kind of changes depending on the situation. So being able to identify that and decide which one you should use is kind of important. Also, in addition to that, I know I hadn't mentioned this yet, you will definitely see some outlaw and assassination content on the channel still. Don't count me out for that. I will be doing mostly subtlety though, as it is my main spec, but I do plan on playing my main character enough that I can get gear and sets to efficiently swap around and play all specs depending on the comps and stuff like that. Also, there will be information regarding Azurite traits, stat priorities, in general, just some general tips and stuff I come up with as time goes on here. Anyway, this is me finally getting 120. It's been a long video. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Please consider giving this video a like if you thought it was alright. I know it's just more of a content update. But anyway, subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys all very soon.